What if a psychic gambling duel was so intense, it tore open time itself? When the Saint of Gamblers faces off against Tai Kun, a twisted psychic with a vendetta, they're both thrown back to 1937 Shanghai, where gangsters rule the streets, Japanese spies plot in the shadows, and love might be more dangerous than cards. He came from the future, but now he's gambling with history. This isn't just a showdown, it's a war across time. From Hong Kong legends to Korean cult hits, we've got the craziest films covered. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. The movie opens with Tai Kun, a powerful psychic who seeks revenge against the Saint of Gamblers, Sing. To execute his plan, he assembles a team of 5 skilled individuals whose sole mission is to eliminate Sing. Meanwhile, Sing and his uncle Tat are surrounded by reporters, giving a press interview where Sing shares his journey of becoming the Saint of Gamblers. He speaks fondly of his mentor, the legendary god of gamblers, recounting their close bond and experiences. As part of the moment, he even shares an old photograph of himself with his mentor, evoking memories of their time together. Later that night, Sing and Tat celebrate their reunion over dinner. While eating, Sing casually watches a television drama titled Shanghai and takes a liking to a character named Ding Leek. Tat then surprises him by revealing that Shanghai is not just a fictional drama, it's based on real people. He tells Sing that Ding Leek was actually a close friend of Sing's grandfather, and together they once ran a business. Sing learns that his grandfather's name was Chow Tai-Fook, and that he and Ding Leek were once business partners in Shanghai, known for selling buns in the city. Curious and emotional, Sing wonders what his grandfather looked like, prompting Tat to show him an old photograph of his grandparents. Afterward, the two head outside to grill meat and have a casual conversation. However, the calm is shattered when Tai Kun and his gang suddenly launch an ambush. Just as the attackers prepare to open fire, Dragon 5 unexpectedly arrives to protect Sing and Tat. He engages the gang in combat, giving Sing and Tat time to retreat indoors. Amid the chaos, Tat is knocked unconscious during the fight. With Tat down, the gang continues their pursuit and eventually corners Sing, forcing him into a face-off with Tai Kun, who is now fully prepared to exact his revenge. During their intense confrontation, Tai Kun declares his intentions and prepares to unleash his full psychic energy. What follows is a powerful ESP battle, an explosion of supernatural energy as both sides channel their telekinetic strength through psychic gambling powers. Their abilities collide in a storm of flashing light and force. The intensity of the battle tears open the fabric of space and time, creating a swirling vortex. The overwhelming power of the clash pulls Sing, Tai Kun, and Tat into the portal, and in a blinding flash they are hurled out of their timeline, leaving behind the modern world they once knew. Sing falls into a lake and, disoriented, wonders where he is. Just then, he receives a call from the police headquarters in 1991, summoning him for an urgent visit. Unaware that he has time traveled to the year 1937, Sing responds that he will take a taxi and come over. As he starts walking, he notices a woman riding past on a horse. He attempts to speak to her, but she gallops away without responding. Without wasting time, Sing begins running in hopes of finding a taxi. On his way, he spots a man hanging from a tree, apparently attempting suicide. Alarmed, Sing rushes over and brings the man down, mistaking it might be his Uncle Tat. He questions the man about why he would take such a drastic step. The man explains that heartbreak and a failed love drove him to despair. Mistakenly calling him his uncle, Sing is soon corrected when the man reveals his name, Chow Tai-Fook. In that moment, Sing realizes he is speaking to his grandfather, and the shock deeply affects him. Trying to make sense of it all, Sing walks further and looks around his surroundings. He spots a poster labeled with the words Shanghai government, confirming his suspicion that something unusual is happening. Chow Tai-Fook then hands him a newspaper, and as Sing reads the date, July 1937, the truth becomes undeniable. He has somehow traveled back in time to the year 1937. As a result of intense psychic conflict and the use of maximum-level ESP, time and space have bent around him. With this revelation, Sing becomes determined to understand the situation and find a way to return to his original timeline. Sing walks through the bustling Shanghai market alongside Chow Tai-Fook, who firmly denies being Sing's grandfather, explaining that he is still unmarried. While the two exchange words, a gang of thugs suddenly attacks the locals in the bazaar. Spotting Sing wearing red, the gang accuses him of being connected to their enemy, Man Kyung, and moves in to confront him. Chaos erupts as Sing defends himself and fights them off. To avoid further conflict, he and Chow Tai-fook switch from red clothing to black. However, this only creates more confusion. They accidentally walk into the territory of the red-clad group, and now wearing black, they are mistaken for enemies. The red team launches an attack, escalating the situation. Amid the scuffle, Sing unintentionally kills Tiger Louie. Moments later, Ding Lik arrives at the scene with Ching and is pleased to hear of Tiger Louie's death, as Tiger was responsible for the murder of Man Kyung. He thanks Sing for what he sees as justice served. Ding Lik then takes Sing and Chow Tai-fook to his mansion. While there, Sing reveals that he is from the year 1991 and presents his watch and phone as proof. Ding, however, is indifferent to Sing's origin and instead offers him a place in 1937, asking him to stay and assist him. As a sign of goodwill, Ding hands Sing a gold coin, telling him he can return it when he is truly in need of Ding's help, and Ding will do whatever he can in return. The following day, at Mr. Man Kyung's funeral, several important figures arrive, including the mayor and his daughter Yu-san, the same woman Sing had earlier seen by the lake. The mayor offers his condolences, and Ding introduces Sing to him. Upon seeing Yu-san again, Sing becomes excited and tries to remind her of their earlier encounter, but she denies recognizing him. While they're still at the funeral, Wong Kam Kwai makes his entrance. He is the sworn brother of Tiger Louie and also the one responsible for Man Kyung's death. Kam Kwai shows interest in doing business with Ding, stating that Japanese intelligence respects Ding's abilities. But Ding, loyal to his nation, refuses to collaborate with any Japanese agents or betray his country. Kam Kwai takes offense and initiates a fight. As things get violent, Sing uses his psychic powers to protect Ding, making him invisible. However, the overuse of his abilities causes Sing to collapse. Back at home, Sing regains consciousness and finds Chow Tai-fook sitting beside him. Out of curiosity, Chow Tai-fook asks how Sing managed to make Ding invisible. Sing replies, asking if he would believe it if he said he knew magic, came from the future, and was actually his grandson. Chow Tai-fook says he would believe anything Sing says because he seems like a good person. Overjoyed, Sing hugs him and then shares his plan to eliminate his enemies and win over Miss Yu-san. Determined to impress her, Sing takes his grandfather to a church where he disguises himself as a priest. During the sermon, he gives Yu-san subtle advice to seek out a man with true character and uses the opportunity to promote himself as that man. However, their cover is quickly blown when the woman accompanying Yu-san realizes that Sing is not actually a priest and exposes their act. Later, at Ding's casino, a party is hosted where Sing collapses, unconscious. During the event, Wong Kam Kwai arrives accompanied by Japanese spies. One of the spies persuades Ding to allow them to participate in a gambling match. The Japanese side dominates the early rounds, aided by Tycoon, who possesses the ability to see through the dice. When Sing regains consciousness and notices Tycoon, he pulls him aside for a private conversation. Sing attempts to convince him to return to 1991 and work together, but Tycoon declines, stating that he prefers the comfort of life in this era over the one they left behind. As the gambling resumes, Sing masterfully shakes the dice in such a way that Tycoon can no longer read the numbers accurately, resulting in a loss for the Japanese side. The Japanese spy then proposes a high-stakes rematch, declaring she will return in 10 days for a card game. If she wins, Ding must permanently leave Shanghai. If she loses, the Japanese will withdraw from the city. Ding accepts the terms confidently. Soon after, Sing falls ill, causing concern for Ding, who consults several renowned doctors in hopes of restoring his health. Sing's grandfather informs Spring that Sing is lovesick over Yu-san. Wanting to help, Spring arranges a meeting but secretly brings Yu Mong, Yu-san's identical twin who has the mental development of a 5-year-old. Believing Yu Mong to be Yu-san, Sing is uplifted when she claims not to be engaged, which helps him return to a cheerful and healthy state. The following day, Sing joins his grandfather, Spring, and Yu Mong for a picnic. Throughout the outing, he becomes puzzled by Yu-san's silent and odd behavior. Spring explains that she only speaks French. Intrigued, Singh asks her to teach him French. She insists he needs a French name first and playfully gives him the name Comment allez-vous. After spending the day happily with Yu Mong, Singh and his grandfather return home to find Ding sitting with Yu San, whom Singh still believes is the same person. He attempts to speak casually, but Yu San firmly maintains boundaries. Later, Singh confides in his grandfather about his intention to marry Spring. As they talk, Singh's phone rings. It's Dragon 5 calling. Singh explains how he ended up in 1937 and urges Dragon 5 to find someone with similar ESP abilities to replicate the method and attempt to bring them back to 1991. Meanwhile, Yu San overhears a secret conversation between the mayor and the Japanese spy, revealing a plot to have Ding marry Yu San and then assassinate him before the wedding banquet. Shocked, she tries to warn Ding, but Kam Kwai suddenly appears and, in an attempt to stop her, accidentally pushes her out of a window. In the aftermath, the mayor declares that Yu Mong must now marry Ding in place of her sister, and he threatens her to continue posing as Yu San from that moment forward. The mayor informs Singh that Ding has invited him to the club and is waiting there. Singh, along with his grandfather, arrives at the location only to discover that it was a setup. The mayor had deceived him, and Kam Kwai is present. Singh realizes that the mayor is no longer loyal and has aligned himself with the enemy. Both Singh and his grandfather are captured. The Japanese spy demands that Singh kill Ding Leek, but he refuses. She then threatens him by revealing that both his grandfather and his uncle Tat are being held hostage. Still, Singh does not agree to her demand. She further shocks him by showing that Spring and Yu Mong are also in their custody. Singh pleads with them to release Yu San, but Spring reveals that Yu San died the previous day and the girl present is actually Yu Mong, her twin with the mental state of a 5-year-old. Kam Kwai coldly confirms that he was the one who killed Yu San. The spy then gives Singh the final order to assassinate Ding Leek. Singh approaches Ding Leek and explains everything the Japanese spy had told him. Still unable to carry out the act, he and his grandfather attempt various ways to kill Ding, but fail each time. In a desperate move, his grandfather poisons a glass of milk intended for Ding, which is placed in the library. As Ding and Singh converse, Ding asks if Singh truly loved Yu San. Singh confirms, and Ding responds by saying that he values friendship above women, and now the fate of their country depends on Singh. These words strike Singh deeply, and just as Ding is about to drink the milk, Singh stops him and drinks it himself. Soon after, the effects of the poison begin to show, and Singh starts vomiting. Witnessing this, Ding realizes there was an attempt on his life. He confronts Singh, who admits he couldn't bring himself to go through with it. He reveals that his uncle Tat and Yu Mong are being held hostage, and that Yu Mong is being forced to impersonate Yu San, who is now dead. Upon hearing this, Ding, moved by Singh's loyalty and courage, hands him a gun, and says that if killing him is necessary, then he wants Singh to be the one to do it. Singh, along with his grandfather, heads to the prison where the Japanese woman has held Spring and Yu Mong captive, aiming to rescue them. Meanwhile, Dragon 5 manages to contact Uncle Tat and informs him that he has found someone with powers capable of sending them back to the future soon. After this, they succeed in escaping the prison, but the bodyguards block their path. A fight breaks out, and just as they begin to lose, Dragon 5 arrives with the Chinese army, saving Yu Mong and the others while instructing Singh to escape. Dragon 5 explains that 45 men used their combined powers to send him back in time, and that he must return within 15 minutes. Leaving Tat with Dragon 5, Singh rushes to the casino where Ding Leek awaits for the final gambling showdown against the Japanese spy. Singh arrives, and the game begins. Tycoon attempts to participate, but the Japanese spy publicly humiliates him and replaces him with Pierre Cachan, a French god of gamblers whose powers surpass Tycoon's. The match starts, and Pierre Cachan dominates early, with Singh's abilities failing to overcome his. Seeing himself losing, Singh asks if comment allez-vous is present, as the book predicts that person will win. Ding then reveals that Singh himself is comment allez-vous. Just then, Tycoon returns, secretly alters the cards, and helps Singh win the round. The Japanese spy confronts Tycoon, accusing him of betrayal or bribery. However, Tycoon, emotionally drained and frustrated by the Japanese side, simply says he wants to understand his own reasons for helping Sing. Before the situation can settle, Kam Kwai grabs Yu Mong and holds her at gunpoint as a human shield. A woman intervenes and manages to rescue Yu Mong, while Ding eliminates Kam Kwai. Soon after, the portal powered by ESP to return Sing to the future opens. Tai-kun assists Sing in stepping into the portal but chooses to remain behind. Sing tries to take Yu Mong with him, but learns she cannot survive and is forced to leave her behind. Using the golden coin given to him by Ding, Sing asks him to take care of Yu Mong in his absence. In the final scene, Sing returns to 1991 and reunites with Uncle Tat, who warns him not to fall in love again. Sing agrees and declares that he will now only focus on mastering gambling under the god of gamblers. Just then, a car passes by, and a woman resembling Yu Mong steps out, leaving the story on a mysterious and emotional note as the film ends. Thanks so much for watching this recap. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Got a favorite movie you want recapped next? Drop it in the comments. I'm always checking your suggestions. See you in the next one.